よろしくお願いします。はい。すみません。僕は、実際にはBitriseの人間ではないんですけれども、私、サドシンから Let's Enjoy Lunch with Bitrise ということで、簡単なワークフローの紹介と、あと、コミュニティの紹介をちょっと行いさせていただきます。私は、株式会社エウレカというところで、ペアーズの iOS の開発者をやっております。Bitrise ユーザーグループミートアップミートアップというのがございまして、そちらのオーガナイザーを調査してもらっています。で、本日ちょっと当日スタッフ、カメラスタッフ、スピーカーということで、やってるんですけれども、ちょっと風邪をひいてしまって、今日のちょっとスタッフ難しいので、ちょっといろいろご迷惑して申し訳ないんですけれども、この後13時30分からですね、トラック B でカメラの話をするので、みんな、絶対来てくれよな。はい。すみません。Bitrise 導入してる方はどのぐらいいらっしゃいますか？やっぱりもう結構いらっしゃいますね。はい。で、この2018年の時のDNA さんの結果なんですけれども、やっぱりBitrise使ってるところだとやっぱり圧倒的に多いなっていうのがありました。で、弊社でもBitriseを活用しておりまして、例えばプルリコートの、ユニットテストの実行ですとか、リリースブランチ、ベータ配布、波及依頼自動化とか、コードフリーズのやつですね。ですとか、スラックボット経由での、スポットデプロイの機能ですとか、あと DSIM のアップロードとかを、いろいろとBitriseの方に任しているというような形になっています。で、ちょっと今回簡単にコードフリーズのワークフローについてちょっと紹介させてもらうんですけども、コードフリーズ今までやってたのって、週一の水曜日にコードフリーズをして、金曜日に申請するという流れだったんですけども、以下のような、デベロップブランチからテストを実行して、問題なければリリースブランチを作って、リリースブランチのプルリク作って、ファブリックベータにテスト作成をして、QA にテスト依頼をするっていうようなワークフローだったんですけども、これやっぱり自動化できるんちゃうかなと思って、いろいろとBitriseを使って自動化させてもらいました。で、簡単なんですけども、スラックからスラックボット経由でBitriseの方でワークフローを実行して、あとはその GitHub と連携をして、プルをして、ファストレーンを使ってビルドするというような形になっております。で、スラックボット経由でBitrise API 実行なんですけども、こういう形のインターフェースにしまして、コードフリーズのバージョン指定をすると、デベロップブランチからそのリリースブランチで、プルリクを作ると。なって、すごい、Bitrise の API の実行はすごい簡単で、このビルドスタート .json というところにポスト実行すれば、環境変数とかも渡せるような形で、あと、ワークフロー名とか、必須なんですけれども、すごい簡単に Bitrise の API を実行することができます。で、Bitrise のワークフローなんですけども、こんな感じになっていまして、最初に、今一番左側が、すごい、いわゆる、やらなきゃいけないようなこと、Bitrise の GitHub のプルですとか、あと、リポジションの設定ですとか、で、真ん中が、大体もうファストレーンなんですけども、ファストレーン経由で、テストの実行したりですとか、あと QA のテスト依頼をかけたりですとか、で、この、Bitrise のワークフローって、ワークフローの前に、ワークフロービフォーみたいな形で、特定のワークフローをつなげることができるので、こういう形でどんどん共通化していくと、いろいろとワークフローの管理が楽になるのかなというふうに思います。で、QA 審査員のテストを実行すると、この遊戯なんですけども、この2人、QA のエンジニアの方に審査前テストを、自動的に依頼をかけて、あとそのスレッド上の中で、例えば、テストの中で結果として上がってきたものをいろいろとコミュニケーションしながら解消していく。で、コードフリーズが正常に完了したら、その自分自身の方に、いろいろとコードフリーズ完了したようですとか、っていうのをどんどん教えてくれるってなってます。で、失敗すると海馬先生がですね、ビルドフェイルドということで、ビルド失敗した時と成功した時で、スラックの内容を変えられるのもBitrise上で簡単にできるので、ちょっとこれも活用してもらえるとありがたいなと思います。で、このスラックボットを使って、結構ワークフローを呼び出しが一発で可能になります。で、スラックとファストレーンの連携もステップが結構実際に用意されているので簡単です。で、あと、スポットのデプロイもですね、同じような感じで、デプロイの、ブランチ名と、あとコンフィギュレーションネームを指定すれば、そのままビルドして、ファブリックの方に展開するというようなこともやっています。で、豊富なステップと使いやすい GUI で自動化のアイデアから実現までが圧倒的に早いとなっています。そう、Bitriseならね、と。で、もしもBitriseを使って困ったことが起きるってことも結構多いと思うんですね。で、そうなった場合に、例えばなんですけども、Bitrise iOSDC というところ、専用のコミュニティフォーラムっていうのがありまして、こちらは全部英語なんですけども、質問とかも気軽にできます。で、あと、この機能欲しいなですとか、ちょっとここ困ってるんだよねってことあれば、気軽にここで、チャンネルが立ててもらえると、すぐに、レスポンスが返ってくるかと思います。 あと、スラックの方も用意してもらってですね、Bitrise専用のスラックワークスペースということで、プラットフォームごとにチャンネルが作られているので、もしなんかプラットフォームに限った質問とかあれば、ここでも気軽に質問できるので、ぜひともやってみてください。で、あと JP バグズっていうのがそのミートアップのチャンネルなんですけども、日本語での質問も受け付けているので、ぜひともこちらで、質問が何かあったら気軽に訪れてください。あと最後に、バグズということで、ちょっと命名的にあれなんですけども、Bitrise ユーザーグループミートアップということで、いろいろやらせてもらってます。で、あと、Bitrise に関する知見の共有とか、あと交流を目的したコミュニティイベントになってまして、例えば Bitrise を使って開発効率が向上したですとか、あと、こういうふうにしたら使いやすくなるよっていう Tips の共有などをしてもらえばと思います。ここユーザー間の交流が第一ですので、気軽に、訪れてみていただけるとありがたいです。あと第3回、今まで、弊社ユーレカと DNA さんの方で、開催させてもらったんですけども、第3回の、共催企業さんを探しているので、もし何かありましたら、私か、もしくはBitriseの方に、話しかけてもらえればと思います。今後もBitriseコミュニティを一緒に盛り上げていきましょう。はい、ありがとうございました。じゃあ続いて、トマスさんの方で。
Hello everyone, nice to see you here. I am from Bitrise, Tamás Papik, tooling engineer, and today I would like to introduce you a couple of our new improvements and roadmap elements. So, in short, what is Bitrise? For those who never heard about Bitrise, we are a cloud-based CI/CD system to help you grow faster, including our 60 seconds startup flow with our scanner. Basically, if you have your source code in a Git repository, then from that point on Bitrise, all you need to do is just give your GitHub repository, and our scanner will do the rest. We'll scan your files and check if which platform you use, and it will automatically give you a sample workflow what you can use instantly from one of these platforms. So we have support for almost all of our platforms, including Flutter, iOS, Android, and many other cross-platform tools also. So after the scanner process finished, you will have the first testing workflow running instantly. So it should take about 60 seconds. And then if you just need something more, for example, you are using S3 or Fabric, then you can choose from our more than 230 integrations. And the interesting fact is that this number is almost doubled within 1 year. So we are trying to introduce new steps as soon as possible, mostly based on user feedbacks and user requests. So these are just a couple of example steps you can see, but we have so many what you can check out on our integration site on bitrise.io. And all of our products, including steps, the CLI, the scanner, is all open source. So if you encounter any problem with it, either you can contribute. For most of these products, we have a contribution guide which states how you can just simply contribute or report an issue, or just check something if you want to know in detail how is it working. Yes, so one of our product is CLI. What you can run on your local machine, or basically in any Mac OS or Linux machine, because you can download. So Bitrise stores your workflows and configuration in the YML file called Bitrise YML, and we have a graphical interface to edit this workflow on bitrise.io. But this configuration file can be downloaded very easily. So you can run the same workflows locally, or even you can have the workflow set up on Bitrise, and then you can include this Bitrise YML in your repository if you want to have your configuration in a historic way. So it makes very easy to have configuration setup in both locations with our open source CLI tool. So in the next couple of minutes I will talk about our recent and upcoming features and one of our big improvements which might be expected in Q4 this year, so by end of the year. The first one is managed private cloud. We had so many requests to have a plan like this because we have so many stacks. So we have 4 kind of Xcode stacks with different Xcode versions, more kind of hybrid stacks including both Xcode and Android setup also, but we have bare Android stacks also. And beside of this, now you can have a machine which configured exactly to your needs. So even you can say that you want to have a Mac Pro only for yourself. You no need to share it with anyone else. And you can define that how many concurrency you want to run on the machine. This means that you might can have a single concurrency for all the 16 core of a MacBook Pro, which going to be kind of performanceful, but actually this is really up to you. So you might can select 10 concurrency for the build machine, and moreover you can have many preloaded and pre-installed tools on the virtual image, because sometimes you are using so many tools like bundler gams, Ruby gams, or any other vendors and dependencies. So you can have VM image which includes these tools already. So you no need to waste time at the first of each build, because this task is just already done inside the image. So the build VM will start a way that these dependencies are already there. So you literally can save time per build with this. And one of the most important thing is that these new private clusters are completely separated from our public main cluster. So this way, either you no need to share your hardware with anyone else. This means that the development peak times will not affect your build performance at all. So after that, you can feel more secure, because there is very small possibility this way that anyone can access this machine from the outside. So this feature is for more performance builds, basically. Another of our new feature is pay-as-you-build. So currently, with our plans, you can select how many concurrency you want, but sometimes it is just not enough, because in the midday all the developers have an open pull request. This means that you might need even 20 concurrency, but if you don't have, then you need to wait until you will have free slot to build. With this plan you can avoid this. So basically you no need to pay for concurrency, but after build time. This means that at the peak time you can have as many concurrency you want, but obviously when you are not using Bitrise, then you no need to pay for. So this solution can help to make a more dynamic workflow without any hanging or waiting builds. So this is even more likely to save just some more time for your team on a daily basis. And this way you can select that which machine you want to use. These machines will have different prices, and you can select that, for example, you have a very urgent to-do, then you can select our strongest machine to do the given job. Or you can have just a scheduled one with a less powerful machine, for example, for the nightly tasks. This is going to be so we are expecting it to be available in Q4. This is basically Bitrise just realized that we want to create mobile DevOps more better on Bitrise. We would like to create a platform in which you can find all the tools you need for your complete development, because apparently you need to use so many tools differently, and then you need to switch between them, which obviously takes time. So we are creating now Bitrise a way when it can take integrations very easily, like add-ons and multiple steps more easily, with more guides and with the more easier release flow and review flow. I will show you two of the new add-ons we will introduce with this new platform idea. The first one is Bitrise Monitor, which is basically application performance monitoring for your application. We will have a step to automatically inject the library to your project, so you might not need to configure anything, and then you will be able to see the performance and consumption and usage informations on a dashboard built into Bitrise. So you will no need to leave Bitrise, and you still will be able to see all the application informations during your users using the application, or for example for the testers if you are just distributed the debug version of your application. We also expect this in Q4, so by the end of this year. Another feature or add-on is Bitrise Ship. Now we want to separate QA, testing, and so management and development links. Apparently you need to do it with kindly developer knowledge if you want to release something by Bitrise. But with Bitrise Ship we will have a two-stage of release, which means that we will have a dashboard for the managers and the Q&A testers where you can specify who you want to invite for testing. It can be any non-developer because this surface is going to be very easy to handle for anyone who has access to, and they can check the application with a single button click, so they will be able to install the application on the device without any hassle. And if they say no, then they are just only one click away from releasing the product instantly. Also, this dashboard is configurable, which means that you can upload all your screenshots, metadata, what's new, so any kind of metadata you need to fill on the Apple Connect or at the Google Play console, because you will be able to upload them on Bitrise, and Bitrise will automatically synchronize these. So in the whole development process you will no need to leave Bitrise if you want to have this stage release flow. So this is an improvement. We are working on it for a long time now, and we are expecting and seeing very great iOS build speedups. So in short, I will introduce the tool, and maybe just a very small part I will touch the details of it. So basically it is a tool built into Xcode build system to help to handle the environment of a CI/CD system. It will support both Swift and CLang compilers also, and we are continuously doing beta testing. Currently it is closed beta testing, and actually we are seeing rejections from 10 up to 70%, which means that if you have a lot of compilation in your iOS project, then you can cut almost 70% in some cases of your build time which is pretty good. Like a couple of weeks ago, we had a test with one of our customers. They had a 45 minutes of build time, and we reduced it to 8 minutes. So each time when they are pushed a new commit to a pull request, it took them 8 minutes to check instead of 45 minutes. So this is very impressive. We are expecting this tool to be released at the end of this year, and it will be available for everyone for totally free. So stay tuned. And just a small graph about it. This is one of our bigger customer. As you can see, the red part on the left is before cache control, and when we set it up, then you can see the green part after. We just decreased their build times by 50% almost instantly. So they no need to configure anything. So it requires nothing really. It's just a single decision to use the tool or not. And basically, the reason we are working on this and why it takes so many time is because we have a completely green virtual machine each time when you start a build. And this is obvious because always the best case to test a production-ready application is without any cache. So it might take a long time, but this is the only way how you can make sure that if the users are downloading your application, then it will not break anything at all. So it is still suggested to keep production applications without any cache. Otherwise, when you are doing a rapid development and you are keep committing and keep opening pull requests, then you can save a lot of time for your team if you have a great caching solution. And actually, it has so many difficulties because Git will not retain your modification time of your files. So file mode is just one thing that Git will store, but not the modification time of the files. So the problem is that each time when a build machine starts and after you git clone your project, all the files will become like they are modified at the time when git clone has finished. So this means this is obviously not true because only the files changed what you just pushed in the git commit. So to avoid this, we want the compilers to not to rely on file modification times, and this is not that easy because a compiler has so many output files on multiple locations, and especially for C-Lang, it's kind of and LLVM, it's really hard to define exactly what to cache because part of the C-Lang modules are kept in memory for the actual build session, which is just something that we can't cache because each time when we want to save a part or an area from the memory, we can't put that back straight away because the host machines are like the way they are using up their specific areas of the memory. So this way we needed to have a tool something like this, and I hope that we will finish this year, and we will wait all the feedbacks you have about this if you encounter any issues with it, or if you just want to have any question then about it, or anything you see in here, or if you have a problem, just feel free to meet our team. We will stay here today also. So thank you for listening.
Thank you. ありがとうございました。それでは Q&A に入りたいと思います。これを日本語で言っても多分伝わらないんですが、スピーカーの方は質問に回答する際、マイクで質問を復唱してからお願いします。ということをお手伝いしていただければ。はい。で、日本語で質問していただいても OK です。訳してくれるんですよね。はい。コメントや質問のある方、挙手をお願いします。 マイク。はい、日本語でも OK ですよ。何か質問ありますか？今マイク向かってます。少々お待ちください。
発表ありがとうございます。スクリーンショット撮って送るっていう話があったと思うんですけど、それはテスターが任意のタイミングでスクリーンショット撮って送るっていうものですかね。
So talk about the screenshot function on the Bitrise. The tester can take a screenshot when they want to take. So he want to know which timing to take a screenshot.
Is it meant for the complete machine or for unit test cases?
ユニットテストの、タイミングとかケースに依存して取れるっていう話だと思います。はい。そんな感じ。なんか他に英語を堪能な方いたらよかったらサポートしてください。お願いします。
ありがとうございます。
他に質問、コメントある方いらっしゃいますでしょうか？はい、そちらの方、今マイク向かってます。
Thank you for presentation. わかんない。日本語でお願いします。すみません、私はまだ使ったことがないんですけど、X コードビルドをコマンドラインでいろいろ実行して、オプションとか設定してるんですけど、Bitriseを使えば、そのビルドの設定とか、UI テストの実行のオプションパラメータとか、パラレルであったりとか、このテストケースだけ実行とかっていうのも、なんて言うんですかね、ウェブ上の UI の画面から指定して実行とかができるでしょうか？
So he's not yet using the Bitrise, so he wants to know how to set up the Xcode build option, how to set the Xcode build option on the Bitrise. So he wants to know how to set up the workflow.
So the flow would be something like that. You have an Xcode project and you are storing the code on, for example, a GitHub. Then when you register on Bitrise, you will have 2 weeks of trial with our pro plan. But even if it expires, then you will have our free plan afterwards. So when you are going to the Add New Application page, you can specify which repository you want to add to Bitrise. You can select your repository, and then after you define the branch you want to scan, for example, it's usually master branch for the main code base, but then we will automatically start a scanner which will look into your project, and it will check if if there is any Cocoa pod, cartridge or any kind of dependencies, and if it is a workspace or just a project, and it will automatically generate you a workflow that you can use almost instantly. And even this page will ask you that if you want to have the webhooks, for example, for GitHub setup, so you can have all the events captured by Bitrise for each push, each pull request if you want to. And then when you are finished on this screen, then you will have this build already running with the UI test and unit tests for Xcode. And you will have 2 workflows, one primary, this is going to be started, this is for testing, and the deploy workflow is if you want to have your IPA exported to the artifacts tab.
And can we set up the Xcode build parameter directory on the website?
Excuse me?
So can we set up the Xcode build parameter directory on the website?
Yes, of course. We have a step like bash script step. So inside that, so anything you can run on your local machine, you will be able to run on Bitrise. So it's no need to use OR steps. It can be a single bash script also, or Ruby script or Python script, whatever you like.
Thank you. 僕、Bitrise ユーザーなんでサポートしながら言うとですね、Bitrise 登録いただくときにプラン選んでいただいて、登録後にリポジトリ連携していただきます。で、その時にですね、ブランチマスターだったりとかデベロップも指定を、UI 上、画面 UI 上からしていただいて、で、ワークフローというのをいくつか、プライマリーだったりとかセカンダリーだったりとか、ビルドケースによって、例えばその環境ごとのビルドを分けたりとかっていうのに使えたりします。で、またその Bitrise でですね、UI 上で、Xcode のパラメータ、さっきお話になったところなんですけど、そこもセットアップできるので、自身にカスタマイズした UI 等々でビルドができます。はい。
Thank you。ありがとうございます。
はい、ありがとうございます。他にコメント、質問ある方いらっしゃいますでしょうか。はい、ではマイク向かいます。
Thank you for the talk. I want to ask about Bitrise Monitor. Is that a new feature? And does it analyze how many tests are actually failing, so that coverage and those stuffs?
Mm-hmm. It is actually do you know Crashlytics or something like that? It is a library that you can use in your Android or iOS application, and it will provide infos about how the users are using your application. So it is not that kind of metrics you asked for. Apparently, we don't have any dashboard for measuring build times and failed test cases. However, we have a public API in which you can fetch all the build details, all of the builds, and even you can filter them. So you can use it, for example, in Datadog or something like any these analytics programs. And back to your question about the unit test cases, we just released a couple of weeks or months ago the testing got done, which will export Xcode and Android test results into a dashboard like Firebase testing has.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I guess we will have a Dev Center guide. So you can find it at devcenter.bitrise.io, and it is a detailed step-by-step guide how you can use it.
Okay, thank you.
とりあえずモニターに関する質問で、カバレッジだったりとか、モニタリングできる数値何があるかというところなんですけど、クラッシュリティクスとかを参考にしていけばいいんですが、テスト結果ですね、ユニットテスト、フェイルが何個かあったかだったりとか、あと、クラッシュに関する情報がいつか見れるって話だったかと思うんですけど、詳しくはデブセンターの方ご覧くださいというところで、よろしくお願いします。
ありがとうございます。他にコメント質問ある方、はい、マイク向かいます。少々お待ちください。
発表ありがとうございました。
はい。
Xcode 11の Swift パッケージマネージャーについて質問したいんですが、Xcode 11から iOS アプリ開発でも Swift パッケージマネージャーを使えるようになったんですが、そのあたりで、Bitrise で扱うところで気をつけるべき点があれば教えてください。例えば、ライブラリーがプライベートリポジトリでホストされている場合とか、あと、ライブラリーのビルドキャッシュ周りとかで伺えればと思います。
So he wants to know the Xcode 11 with Swift Package Manager, and so he wants to know the any concern or problem when using the Xcode 11 with Swift Package Manager, like どういう懸念でしたっけ？
ライブラリーが、プライベートリポジトリでホストされている場合。
So when we want to use the private repository via fetching via the CocoaPot, Swift Package Manager. So he wants to know any problem or concern about the Xcode 11 with Swift Package Manager.
First of all, I'm sorry, I might be a bit outdated because we were in Tokyo in the last 2 weeks, so I'm a little bit far from my team. But as far as I could see from our current tasks, that I couldn't see big issues with Package Manager Swift Package Manager. So as far as I know, we have no any issues with it, but it's like very new, so we are waiting for feedbacks, and as soon as we just see any problem with it, then we will start instantly working on fixing that. So if you have any problem with it, just don't hesitate to tell us instantly, and then we will work on it.
ちょっと聞き取れなかったところもあるんですけれど、特に大きな問題とは今のところ出ていないんですが、まだ情報がまだ不足しているというところなので、ぜひですね、謙虚せず、物おじせず、どんどん質問等々投げてフィードバックをいただいて、そしたらすぐ対応いただけるということだったんで、どんどんレポートを上げてください。
Thank you.